Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Getting some things set up here. Okay. There we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Joshua Blessy. I am the unknown prophet. I am here today to do tarot readings for you and give you some answers and be able to help you along your way in your journey. So today, I have broken out my homemade tarot deck, the Five Paths Tarot. You can see the picture over here. Hey, guys, if you guys want to donate, you are more than welcome to. But this is a completely free, 100% free reading stream. So if you want a reading, all you got to do is say, "Hey, I want a reading." If you're on YouTube, please allow me a little bit of time to check the chat because there is a small delay there. So just kind of warning you about that. Other than that, if you're on Twitch and you want a reading, just press exclamation point join. If you want a reading on YouTube, you just gotta let me know. So here we are today to do some tarot readings for anybody who might need them. So gonna get some background music going now. Got a little bit left of my tobacco, so. So let me tell you guys a little bit about me. So what I do is I do an intuitive read using my homemade deck, the Five Paths Tarot. I do two different kinds of readings, guys. I do a very simple reading, which is like a past, present, future, and then I pull you a destiny card. Or I do a more complex reading called the Five Paths Layout. I've got to come up with a better name as the Journey or something like that. I don't know. Well, we take you on your journey on your five paths, which include your past path, your weight path, your unseen path, your hard path, your easy path, and then I draw you two qualifying cards, a leap of faith card, and where home can be found or where home you need, what you need to do at home for it to be better. Okay, so that said, I do use my intuition to tell you, even though I know what every card means, I still use my intuition to say this is what my card means for you. So and my cards are designed to do one thing and one thing only. That's to help you find the best path for you. Okay? You can ask me about loved ones or ask me if someone loves you and stuff like that. That's okay for you to do. But just remember, this deck is designed to help you find the best path for you. So hopefully you understand that when you come here today. Here are my cards that I can shuffle here. Get them all ready. So sorry about this, guys. Here we go. Trying to share my clip out here to Twitter. get this done. Yeah, a little bit here, guys. I just wanted to set my screens up so that I can see both channels here. So, because YouTube can be a little slow for the on Restream, it can be a little bit slow of a delay. So, just so you guys know that. Okay, give me a second here. I can surely do that. Get your reading here. Give me a second to. Uh, all right, Anakin. Hi, sorry about that. Press the wrong button. Yes, you can have a reading if you're still with me. All I need you to do is for you to tell me what kind of reading you would like. Would you like a simple or a complex one? More answers, or do you want something a little bit more simple for a reading? And then we have you pick some numbers and shuffles and ways you shuffle and picking numbers and stuff like that. So if you're still with me, please let me know. Hey, Mr. Twix, how are you doing today? Welcome aboard. Welcome to my tarot stream. I'm doing good. Trying to see if this other person is still here or not. They said they wanted a reading, but I haven't seen them yet. So I'm doing very well, though. I'm having a good day today. Nice positive day today so far. Just started doing my tarot reading here a couple of minutes ago, so we're still getting up there, up and ready to go. But I do use my own homemade tarot deck. And so what I do there is multiple, I do a couple different, like I said, two different kinds of readings. And then I do, like I said, a simple past, present, future reading, or I do a more complex where it shows you what path you're currently on. It's called The Journey. I'm just naming it right now. The Journey layout. That's where you to find out your past path, your what am I waiting for path, the hard path, the easy path, the unseen path, or and then you get the where am I most likely to feel home, or what do I need to fix about home, or what do I need to take a leap of faith with. Those are the kinds of readings that I do. I do a random shuffle for after every reading to make sure that someone gets a nice clean reading. And I tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me. And I use my intuitions and my cards to tell you a little bit about where your journey is taking you so far. And that's all I do. How about you? How are you doing today, Twix? What are you up to today in there in Twitch land? Good to hear. Uh, so as you can see, I'm just kind of waiting for people to pop on in, and thank you for the follow, Mr. Twix. I really appreciate that. So, are you here to get a reading today, Mr. Twix? Remember, these are 100% free, guys, so you don't have to worry about paying me anything. If you feel like I did a good job after the reading and want to donate something to my Cash App to help me maybe buy cigarette stuff or maybe get a pizza for me and my wife or maybe pay a bill or two, that's what that code is for. If you guys feel like I did a good job, please donate to it. But that's not the whole reason I'm here today. I'm here to give you guys a walk into the path that you are currently on to find the journey that you are taking it. So, so anyway, so that's what I do there, Twix. I will give someone a reading if they want a reading. Other than that, we just sit here and chat about other stupid stuff. So, got any stupid stuff you want to chat about? Like, what? Hey, I haven't done my 5 seconds of silly yet. Here's your 5 seconds of silly. There, your 5 seconds of silly. We all need that from time to time. Just some 5 seconds of silly. You know why I do that every single day? Because it keeps me feeling like a kid. And I want to feel like a kid. I don't want to feel like this old man trapped in this old body. So, uh, so that's kind of what I'm working on there. But here's to everybody else out there in Twitch land. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. I hope that today is your best day ever. Hey, remember, no matter what I tell you here today, you have the right and responsibility to live the life you want to live. So go live the best life ever, starting today by saying, today is my best day ever. Brought to you in part by me. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So now we got it all taken care of. All nice and looking good. So how do you get on my list? Well, you can also type an exclamation point join if you'd like a reading if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you just kind of have to let me know because they don't have the commands for YouTube or anything like that. So you just got to say, hey, I'd like a reading. I'm on YouTube. I try to pay attention to both chats, so otherwise I just go back to playing my stupid little game. Uh-huh. Okay, Twix. I see you said I joined, so here we go. We'll get you a reading here. All right, now I need to know what kind of reading you would like. Would you like a simple reading, a past, present, future, or do you want the more complex one that tells you more about the answers about what's going on with life and stuff like that? That's my 5 card. So first you have to decide if you want a 3 card reading or a 5 card reading. Okay, 5 card reading. Good. Now I need you to decide how many times you want me to shuffle my deck, 1 through 10, and I will shuffle that many times. And then after that, we'll have you pick one more number, and then we'll get going on your reading. So how many times do you want me to shuffle? Okay. Hi, Priestess. Nice to meet you. I'm in the middle of starting a reading right now, so if you please wait, I would love to see you. So 6 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Miss Twix, I need you to pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's why I call it the journey. Okay. Okay, almost there. Got 8 more cards. Okay, now I've got where your card deck begins here. Let me just put this all out here. Okay, past, present. Okay, okay. Okay, what's the last card you didn't draw is the thing you feel that you're scared to do the most. Okay. Okay, so here we go for your reading. And then, Princess, if you would like a reading after this one, please just stick around. You can watch how this works. I will explain this to Miss Twix, but Twix, we're ready to do your reading. So here we go. So in the past, okay, you got my Rainier card. Now, my Rainier card is all about atoning for something that you may have done in your past. It's all about doing something where you might have felt like you were trapped into some kind of place where you couldn't get out of for a long time. But now it is time to come out and feel the fresh breath of fresh air again, the sweet release of freedom. Now you can breathe the fresh air. You can feel the rain on your skin once again. You're no longer locked up in a place you no longer want to be. So my rain air card basically is saying, hey, if you were in a bad relationship or you were in a bad situation, maybe you have to kind of get yourself away from that. Now, if you did something wrong in your past or did something that you might need to be held accountable for, maybe you have to go face the music for a little bit, get that done with, come back and start a fresh new life, better and new than ever that you've ever had before. So my brother did something very bad. He went and got into jail. He got out of jail. He went through rehab to help him not commit that crime again. And then he's living a nice, healthy life out there with his wife to be and soon to have little ones on the way. So that's basically the Rainier card there. So basically that. Now what's going on in your present, or what's going on in what are you waiting for? Why are you sitting here waiting for things to have to lay in your lap? This is kind of what's kind of coming and laying in your lap. You say dirt's kind of coming into your lap. Well, basically that means that now you have some new fresh soil surrounding your foundation that you can plant things into. So what you are probably waiting for right now is the right time to put your personal seeds for your personal power into that ground so that they can grow. Now you're deciding what you want to grow in that dirt within yourself. You've made all of this stuff. You got rid of all the junk. You got rid of all of this crap that you had going on in the past. Now you have this dirt that's going to be more sustainable for you to use within yourself. So now that's kind of what this card is saying. Basically, hey, you're waiting for the right time to plant, and that's not a bad time to wait. Okay, you're waiting for the appropriate weather to come up, the right situation to come up for you to be able to move forward. So that's telling me you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're taking the time to think about what you're going to be putting into the ground. Now you can go to your easy path first, or your hard path first, or your easy path first. Okay, easy path. So your easy path is the step-by-step progression of you meeting little goals, accomplishing little goals, taking a small break, accomplishing some more goals, taking a small break. So it's a step-by-step process of you trying to get to your goal. It doesn't get you there very quickly, but you get to your goal. So your easy path is for you to take your personal power back. You have to take your personal power. You have to go to that place you feel the most connected to your divine source of power, whatever that place may be, even if it's a special place just to you. Because this Witch's Tower card is basically saying it's time for you to go announce to the world that I am ready to take this step that is going to include me being a little bit more of a leader, or it's going to include me to be a little bit more determined or a little bit more anything. So just kind of think of this as your card saying, hey, it's time to get out there and announce to the universe, hey, I'm here, I'm ready, let's start walking. So your easy path is basically saying, hey, you know, claim your personal power again, get back on the road and start working at those easy goals that you know you can accomplish. Then we go to your hard path. This is interesting because you got one of my cards, my major arcana cards in the position. That's the hard path. So your hard path is telling you all about you're taking a leap of faith card. So you do have a leap of faith card coming up in the drawing. So I'm going to bring that one out here just so you can see what I drew for your leap of faith card. This kind of goes with this card, so we're kind of skipping a step here, but basically what the hard path is telling you to do is, and why you got the leap of faith, because first of all, you have to be ready to take that leap of faith. You have to be ready. You know what you're jumping into. You're just scared of how you're going to land. It's time to take that mythical jump, because you know what? That might not be as far down as you think it is. There might be pillows that people have put down there for you so you can land softly. There might be a parachute that you are wearing that deploys at the right time. You know, you don't know, but a leap of faith means you have to take that jump. And that might be the hardest thing for you to do, is just take that jump into something where you're not sure what's going to happen. Well, maybe it's time to start taking some chances, because you might need to go down the hard path of determination, getting through all of the ugly, determining things that are going through in your life. You have to take that extra leap of trust in order to get anywhere. What the extinguish card means is basically this. Okay, so your hard path, your leap of faith card says this. You have a lot of little fires burning around in your life, a lot of things going on, maybe some old flames of love, maybe some old flames of work, some things that you've kept kind of on the burner. It's time to put out some of the stuff in your. Okay, give me a second. My wife is just coming in here, so she just makes a little bit of noise. But basically, this is a basically time to put out the fires that you have kept lit for so long. So now it's time for you to start putting out some fires for you to be able to move forward. You have to start thinking, okay, I kept this on the back burner in case this didn't work out. No, it's time to start extinguishing those things and walking away from those things so that you can concentrate on everything you're working on right now. Now, because you didn't get a choice before, would you like your unseen path first or would you like your home card first? Because I took one choice away from you because it was tied to another card. So give me a second here.
Just hand me the container. I'll scoop.
Here. Okay, sorry about that. My wife needed coffee and stuff. So I apologize for that. Do you want your let's just go unseen path first and then we'll go to your home path. So your unseen path is that thing right in front of your nose that you go all of the time. You've known it's been there your whole life, but because you're so close to it, you know it so well, you can't see it. So you have to kind of step back a little bit and get the whole big picture. That's what the unseen path is about. Seeing that big picture, but knowing that you are in control of the path. You can take that little bit of an easier path that's already cleared for you and get through that, get to your location as quickly as possible. But there might be some trees and branches along the way that you have to cut down. Maybe a little bit of a hill you have to climb up. But eventually, what you know, what your unseen path is all about fermentation. It's about letting things kind of come and happen the way they're supposed to happen. Fermentation takes a time because you have to gather all of those ingredients together and you have to let it sit and do its work. It's got to get there in there. It's got to take those hops and take that sugar and take that yeast and turn it into something that's going to be a nectar of the gods beer that you will make. And it takes time for that to craft and to brew and to bring out all the flavors and stuff like that. So your unseen path is maybe giving yourself a little bit of a break and letting yourself kind of fermentate a little bit before you start journeying on another path, because maybe you're ready for it, but you still have to wait for the right timing, basically. And then we got your home card, or where you feel most at home card, or what you need to fix within yourself to be. You need to realize that you are not the storm. You are not the rain. You are the sky. Okay. The rain card is all about you raining down the emotions or raining down your gifts to the world, because this is just a gift. It doesn't see any other way than a gift. I'm giving you life-giving water that you so desperately need. That's all it knows how to do. That's all an emotion knows how to do. It only knows how to do one thing. It only knows how to give you those tears, whether it be tears of joy, tears of happiness, or tears that you've held back for years and years and years because you weren't ready to let them go. Well, it's time to let them go in a controlled fashion now, because now you have to start feeling safe in that home. So you will have to decide what kind of rain you want to be. The nice, light, happy rain, or the big storm season rain. Okay? But you still have to come back and be the sky in the end. So what do you want to put into your field right now for people to get? I like the idea of a nice, happy rain, but then I said to myself, what else might this young person need to hear? And I drew you what will help you get past all of the things that you need to do in your what's the major cause of what's going on here. And I drew you another card. That's this one here. It's called Drive. It's time to get in the car and drive. Yes, all of your cards are basically saying, hey, it's time to start moving, but it's time for you to move a little bit faster now, because you're going to get in the car and drive to your location instead of walk to your location. That doesn't mean you have to go over the speed limit or disobey any laws to get there. All you have to do is get in there and take a nice, easy, leisurely drive with your music up, your snacks on your seat, or your wife at your seat, or whoever is your co-pilot is, or what, and then you just kind of go out there and enjoy the nice road trip that you're about to go on. So just kind of get into the mode that you are about to start doing some traveling and maybe driving yourself into the future of what you want. So that's basically what your reading is saying to me today. And when I look at all over the whole reading here, including the card I just drew, I kind of it takes me back to a place of you know who you are. You're ready to announce that to the world. You had to kind of fix some stuff about your past, but you know that you've got a good place to start growing here where you're at, because you're going to take a leap of faith by extinguishing those old fires out there that you kept burning for such a long time. But you're also going to let yourself ferment and come to be a lot less of a person who is great in the grand scheme of things. Just a tiny bit of patience while you're on that road, because you are driving there. But you get to decide what kind of weather you're driving in. Do you become the rain or the storm? You get to decide what rain we're driving through. So hopefully that answers your questions, brings you up to date here on things. Now I am trying to see if I still have my other watcher here with me. High Priestess, are you still here? On YouTube, are you still here, High Priestess? If you are, you're up. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm not seeing her come up and say anything yet. So I have to be just a little bit patient here. But we will move along here in a little bit. Okay. Now that I got my cream and sugar already filled. Nectar of the Gods, right, baby? So, all right, guys, we're back here in the studio, ready for you to tell me everything that you need to know today. We're going to do a nice cleansing shuffle to get all those that reading off for Mr. Twix there. And then we're going to move forward to the next person in line who wasn't answering. So if there's anybody else out there who would like a reading, please let me know now, because the queue is open. So I have no one in the queue right now. So if you would like a reading, please let me know by typing in the chat !join. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, you just kind of got to let me know. So please forgive, there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. So give me a second to respond back to you, and you to respond to me back. So I always give it a minute or so before I start moving on. If I'm in the middle of a reading, I just continue on with the reading as best as I can. So hopefully that helped Mr. Twix get something on his journey today. But more than anything, I'm here to help you with your journey today, guys. So if you guys have want to get a reading from me, I do two different kinds. I do the simple or more complex. I do the past, present, future, or I do what I call the journey layout. And that's where I give you your past, your present, your past, your weight path, your easy path, your hard path, your unseen path, and two more cards, the leap of faith card, and then the home path card, or where you're at most at home card. That's the 5 card. So you can say you want a 3 card reading or a 5 card reading. Doesn't matter to me. I do take donations, but I understand that there's a lot of people out there who can't do that. So these are 100% free. If you can donate something or want to donate something, my QR code is always out there for you to do that. Where you can go to my Cash App code, it's right below here, and send me something if you feel like I did a good job and you want to give me some money to help me out with my bills. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's only a suggestion, not an order. No, so you must pay me now. I must see you go through before I do your reading. No, that's not me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Excuse my wifey, she's just exiting the old the room here. So she's a child and she's a moving. Watch out! Here she comes, world.
Uh-oh.
Run,
Look out, Lucifer!
Run, world, run! Here she comes, back to the bedroom. I'm back to get something to eat. Something. Not wearing any. Oh! Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that? She just farted at me. A rude, crude, socially unacceptable wife of mine. I guess I'll just have to marry her again. She's sitting there giggling about it. It was perfect timing, man. It was just right when I said that, she farted. And it was like, really? Is that you? She's leaving the room, guys. Watch her go. Watch her go. And then all of a sudden, so anyway, we're back here doing cherries now that my farting wife has left the room. That's one for the ages. Okay, so now that I don't have any more tobacco. Oh, did they cancel your appointment? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you want to go back to sleep now. You can, huh? Oh, I know because you were. Okay, let me just let you finish. Go ahead.
Oh, this is me. Even when I said, hey, I just got this canceled my appointment at the last second. And they said, oh, okay. And punched in my reservation and they said, oh, you know, it's less than an hour before, so we better charge you with the intercoms. In other words, that's
Yeah.
they're punishing for being first.
I agree. We both agree.
Oh, so peaceful.
This isn't done with your stream, you know. This isn't done with my stream here. We can go back to watch this for a while. Or if you want to go back to sleep for a while, I can watch this if I want.
Where are the lights?
They're in the sink.
How many pieces of cheese?
Don't think I'm all. These two, well, you know, we've gone through half of a pack of cheese, 2 pack of cheese each because I got 1 pack of cheese each, and I'm using cheese willy nilly when I make this. That's all. I just grab whatever cheese I need.
18 successful cases.
Whatever you want to have.
Okay.
I'm going to beat you to my stick later. Or I should get the later part. I know you know my memory, I forget everything. So.
Right.
Not really beating her with the stick, guys. She just. We have this little joke. Anytime I say something that's just utterly ridiculous, I would never do in a million years. Joke. Are you gonna fart at me again? I wasn't funny. Well, she thought it was so funny the first time. Wait. Just wait one day to bite her back and get her back one day. Oh, it's too late. We'll get her back. Here you guys. Hi, how you doing, the universe? Hi, are you ready for a reading today? I'm just playing my game until someone comes in here and says they want a reading. So. I see you're on YouTube, so give it a second. It does have a small lag on YouTube. Yes, you can. Read this. So do you just want a one card reading then? One answer only? Or you can get a more detailed answer by doing a past, present, future about the situation. Or you can do the journey tarot reading. That's where I had to turn off my music there for a second. Okay. Like I said, I need to know what kind of reading do you want? Do you want the simple or more complex reading with more answers? More answers is going to give you a better outlook, but if you don't want to go through all of that, we can just do a simple 3 card reading too. We need to do that first. So if you type in a 3 or a 5, what kind of reading do you want? Universe. Yoverse. Universe, whatever. What kind of reading do you want? Simple or complicated? Okay, simple. Okay, pick a number 1 through 10 of how many times you want me to shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now pick a number 1 through 52. Let me count that out real quick. All right, almost there. Okay, now I need you to pick a number 1 through 52 of oh, never mind. You already did that. 44. I'm gonna deal your cards out here in a second. Forgot. Okay. See, that's my memory. Sometimes does kind of go in and out. We're doing a simple reading right now. 44th. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what the universe is telling me for you today, okay? Give me a second here. So for you, in the past, maybe you've been putting down some life-giving soil for yourself. What you've been doing is you're putting around your best foundation that you've built up. Now you've got a nice, pretty wall. Now you're ready to start planting the flowers outside so that people will feel like they're welcomed in when they come to the house. Okay? So, beep, beep, wife coming through. So basically what this means is that it's time for you to start planting those seeds that you want to grow within your life. So if you've got a plan for doing something that involves you learning something or growing and something of some kind, doesn't mean going back to school, just means some kind of new learning, and you're going to decide what kind of learning that is by putting that learning in the soil so it can grow within you so you can start growing. So that's your path. And then you got two more cards here in your card path. Your easy or your present is your. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. The leap of faith card is all about taking that final jump into something that you're scared to do. You know what's coming for you. You know what's on the other side of that trail. You know there might be more trail. There might be a cliff. You're not quite sure, but you're going to keep going until you find out where that trail ends. Because you're taking a leap of faith, knowing it will eventually lead you somewhere you've never been before, someplace unexpected, and you know how to get home because you've been down some of these paths before. So this is basically saying in your present, maybe you've taken a leap of faith, you've jumped off the ledge here, and you've finally starting to land, and you see where that's going to be. Then on your future card here, you have another card that is in my deck. It's called the hard path. Now, the hard path means that it's time to maybe pick up some determination within yourself. You can make it over those hills. You can make it over those sticks. You can make it over those obstacles in your way. You can battle through those things and be victorious. You just have to find that determination, that drive, that energy, so that when you get to your goal, you're going to get to your goal very quickly, but you might be a little bit tired after you're done. So maybe you're in the time of wait, or maybe you're in the time of doing. So it's time to get back to doing the hard work. And then what is your well, I always pull you a destiny card and ask what this destiny is all about. It's for you, it's all about the grand elder. Okay? The grand elder is all about you maturing to a certain point. After adulthood, we kind of, we think we stop learning. We think we stop growing and stuff like that. You're very welcome. But with the learning's never truly over because we could gain wisdom every year we live. And this is basically saying every year you have lived up to this point is now a part of the whole ecosystem that you have created around you. Your life has a kind of like its own ecosystem. One thing that decides to go wrong in that, you might have some trouble with the other things in your forest or whatever you have. But basically, it is time for you to say to yourself, it's time to rest. It's time to enjoy. Passing along that knowledge somewhere in the future might be something that you might want to do. Now, I do this one last thing for you. If you would like, I can draw you your what's your greatest, what's standing in your way card. If you would like, I always ask if people want the one extra card, and that tells me what's blocking you or what may help you move forward. Do you want that card? Well, since I haven't gotten an answer from you, I want to say thank you very much for being here and part of my tarot reading show here. I feel like you don't need that extra card, so I'm just gonna put my deck away now and start to shuffle for the next person who might want a reading. So that's how it works, guys. You want a reading with me, or you just got to tell me in the chat that you want a reading. If you're on Twitch, you can say exclamation point join, or if you're on YouTube, you're just gonna say, "Hey, can I get a reading?" Just like this young lady did before me. And after this stream, I'm gonna go make myself some breakfast. You're very welcome. I hope that brings you some kind of clarity today. Remember just to go home, think about what the card said, and remember your life and decisions and choices are always in your own hand. So remember, you can live the best day ever if you truly want it to be so. So decide today is going to be your best day ever, and then keep continuing to do that every day until the world decides to take you from it. Oh. I just got to decide if I want ramen or if I want eggs. What if your question is, should I have bacon or eggs for breakfast? And my cards tell you to basically go eat a human. Would you do it? Remember, my cards are just a guide to help you figure out what path is best for you. They're not designed to help you find true love or find that person. It's designed to help find the love within yourself to help you become the person you need to be in order for you to find that happiness. If that includes a certain person, well, you know what? The best way to find out if someone likes you is to ask them. And the best way for you to have a life with them is to start communicating with them about what you think. If you're too scared to go tell them how you feel, well, then maybe you need to reconsider your choices. Because if you're too scared to tell him now what you feel and think about him, well, how's the marriage going to go if you don't, or your relationship's going to start on what? No, I was stalking you lightly before we met. That's what my wife did. She lightly stalked me. And then she came into the store, said something so outrageous I could not pay attention to it. So she pulled out all the stops to get my attention. I have to say, I'll never forget that day ever. Hopefully, that will not be something my memory takes from me. So I'm here to do tarot readings live for you guys. I do appreciate any donations you might want to give, but that's not the goal here. The goal here is to be, part of this team here. So hopefully, maybe today we'll get raided by friends or something will happen today where I will get. We don't know because. Okay, guys, so here we are here. Got my timer up, got all of my stuff up here. Hey, you guys want to send me a review? That's another way you can thank me, guys. Send me a review. Let me know how I did. You can let me know on that bottom Facebook page how I did. If you guys feel like I did a good job today, please let me know. Yep, I know. We have $1.70 left on the card, so we really are out of money. All right, guys, I'm back. Thank you for being patient with me. So I'm back here, you guys, to do some tarot readings for you. I got about a half an hour starting now, so let me know. I'll be back in a half an hour. All right. Got sinus issues. Oh, oh. Yeah, really nice bonus. So I don't care what it, if you're giving me a rose bush, I was okay, but hey there, how's it going, Justin? Let me get my screen all ready for you here. So, have you stopped in to get a reading for yourself today, there, my friend? You can ask me a couple of questions. Do you want my deck to try to answer them, or do you just want me to try to answer them? There's a difference. Do my cards, they can tell you something about all of the answers you need to know about, but my deck is designed to help you find the best possible path for you. So, if you have a question about your path and how it's going, I can definitely help you. That would be my journey layout. If you want a journey layout, that is just say 5 cards. You want a 5 card reading. That's the most complicated one I do. Or you can do a simple reading to find out that answer. Or ask your questions and we'll see what we can do there. Okay, give me a second here. Just how you type in your question here. Almost in 15 minutes. So, I understand. Okay, good. I think I got it mostly up. All right, rock and roll. Okay. Let's turn off the music. I'm bringing this up here. You're having money issues. You want to know how the month of May is going to go. So, do you want a more complex answer to that? A more choices in front of you, kind of a reading, or do you want a simple, easy reading? Which one would you rather have? More answers or a simple, easy reading? You have 2 choices to make: 3 path card draw or a 5 card draw. Which one do you want? 5 or 3? Let's start there. Well, let's give you the more choices one, because then it'll give you some more answers. How about that? So in order to do that, though, I have to have you tell me how many times you want me to shuffle the deck. Though 1 through 10, you tell me how many times to shuffle the deck. Let's just start there, and we'll get you some answers. Okay? Got my deck right here, ready for you. You just gotta tell me how many times you want me to shuffle. 1 through 10. I know there's a lag on YouTube, so gotta give them a couple more moments to answer. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's where the start of your journey begins. So, while I'm waiting for your answer, I'm going to have another toke of my cigarette. Okay, 17, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we got your beginning path. Okay. Got your okay, hard, easy. That's interesting. Oh, okay. And the card that was never drawn. Random pick. I don't see that until he says he wants to read, otherwise I don't read it. Okay, my friend, here we go. Here's your reading for today. So, in the past path that you've been taking up to this point, you've had to consider a lot of things, look back on the memories. Maybe you're trying to not make the same mistake over and over and over again. But when you're on the past path, you're doing that in such a way that is trying to guide you towards a better future. So you don't make the same mistakes you made before. That's what the past is there to help you do. In your deck, in your drawing here, you got my drive card in the position of the past path. So maybe you've gotten into the car and metaphysically driven yourself forward. This is all about getting to the location you want a bit faster, or the place in yourself you wanted to get to a little bit faster. So maybe you want things to develop a little bit faster right now. So you got in the car and decided to take a drive. And then that helped you feel a little bit freer, felt a little bit more open, a little bit ready for what's at the end of the road, which will be coming up soon. So basically, you've basically gotten into the car and started driving yourself forward to your destination, to the dream that you want to have happen. So you're starting it off on that foot. Then we go to your wait path. What am I waiting for? What should I ask for? The gods might plop into my lap, or maybe you should just consider what you have available to you, the choices and the decisions you have. That's what the wait path is all about. Now, the card that you got in the position is you got the Basque card. Basque card is all about you enjoying the love and the acceptance that's going to be pouring into you, because you have all of the sun shining down on you. That's why you have a field of sunflowers here. And if you know anything about sunflowers, they follow the light throughout the day. They stay with that light the whole day. And that's kind of what you need to start doing in your wait path. If you're going to sit there and wait, start looking for the light, because it's going to give you the much needed energy that you need to move forward into the future. So right now, just bask in the glory of that positive influences on your life, because they are helping you make better choices and decisions. Now you have a choice to make. Would you like to go down your easy path first or your hard path first? This is hard, easy. Easy. Okay. So we're going to go with the easy path first. So the easy path is all about taking a step by step progression to your goal. So you're going to take little steps to your goal, make that goal, make another couple of goals, and then you're going to take a small break for a short amount of time and then keep going till you accomplish your goal in the end. So you're always moving on the easy path, just so you know what the easy path means. Your card is all about you accepting something within yourself. There's some acceptance issues that may be coming up for you. The easiest path for you to do is accept all the parts of who you are. Now, whether or not you are part of the LGBTQ community or not, you still have to learn how to accept yourself for who you are and what you want to portray that out into the world. So the easy path for you is all about you taking those small little steps of acceptance for yourself and going, okay, this is what I like about me. I'm going to keep that and accept that to be the truth now. All right, now I'm going to make the next step until I get to the goal of the whole me. But now you've gotten to the whole me, you have to hug all of that together and accept yourself. So now we go to your hard path. What is it? What's your hard path? What do you kind of have to get through? The hard path is all about the determination, getting over obstacles, and getting through to your journey as fast as possible. But you have a lot of hills, valleys, and other things in your way in order to get there. That's why it's a harder path for you to get through because you have to kind of forge your own path and get through it as fast as possible. So that's what the hard path is about. So your hard path is all about the finding. So what is it this card trying to tell you in the hard path position? It's trying to tell you that the hardest thing for you to do probably is the opening of the door. You finally found what you're looking for. Now you have to open that door and you're not quite sure what's going to be inside. Well, you've spent all of this time within yourself doing all of these wonderful things to open yourself up to people. Now you just want to let the whole world see what that is. So the hard path for you might be taking a giant leap over opening up that door and just saying, hey, this is who I am. And the consequences might be one or two of your friends might decide to walk out of your life because they don't like the new you. And maybe that was because they were bad people in the first place, just using you for whatever nefarious reasons they wanted to use you for. Or maybe it's about you finding that new truth that you need to follow within yourself and go forward. So, it's all about that finally opening the door and looking into seeing what's going on. Now, you have your unseen path, okay? Your unseen path is all about that one thing that's right in front of your nose the whole time that you wish you knew about. I just wish I knew what to do. I wish someone would give me a sign. So this is kind of like your sign. This is your sign card, and I don't laugh too hard when you get to see it. But you got my wait path card. So what does that mean? Okay, so wait is all about waiting for the answers to come to you, or waiting for something to plop into your lap that kind of gets you moving. So something happens to you to get you moving, okay, or you decide to get up and move. So basically, you are stuck on the wait path because your unseen path is something you haven't tried before is to sit there and wait and relax, basking in that sunlight. Like I was telling you, this is what your wait path was. Remember, basking in the sunlight and collecting that energy. So accepting those good things from people is now the time to start accepting those things because it's basically telling you, hey, let's fill those batteries up just a tiny bit more. Let's fill those things up a little bit more before we're ready to go out into the awesome world that is. So, I find that interesting because your unseen path basically is telling you to, hey, look back at yourself again and remember that the hardest thing for you to do is accept those positive influences in your life. So you have to say, no, these are good comments now. They're not bad comments. Oh, they're helping me improve comments, whatever. Now, if you would like to make another choice, you have your leap of faith card left to go or your home path card. And they're kind of similar in meanings, but not completely. So, do you want your leap card first or your home path card first? Okay. So, um, so basically, your home card. What do you find? Where can you find the most home at for you? Where can life be starting for you inside of yourself? That is home. The place you feel the most safest. The place you feel the most secure. The place you feel like you can't be hurt or harmed in your home. because you've got all those wonderful security systems and things in place for you not to be harmed. So your home is all about the reflection that you're showing, right? A reflection is showing you exactly what's being looked at by you. You see all these little pieces here? All these little pieces represent all the parts of you, the light and the dark. But you have to kind of pull away from it in order to see the pretty picture because you're still too close to it. You can't see what kind of a picture it is. So you kind of have to step back a tiny bit and bask in what the reflection is telling you. So when you're looking into a mirror, what is that reflection telling you? First of all, what do you feel about what you see? Okay. Now, if you're doing a good job in seeing, you're reflecting on an outward appearance, maybe, or maybe there's something you're thinking about changing your style or something like that. It's okay to think about those ideas, but why not try them out and see how they look and go out in the world with them for a little bit? That could be something that you need to look at as feeling better at home. Now, I find it interesting that your leap of faith card here is the image card. Okay, so that means that you you've got that one photo that goes to the piece of the puzzle here, this one piece of the puzzle, this one piece of this photo that you have yet to accept about yourself, that you know has to be added into the whole reflection of what you are. This image is just that one tiny bit. This is the last puzzle piece you have yet to fill up. So it's time for you to take a leap of faith and jump off that cliff because you know you're going to land somewhere that's going to help you with your image. So taking that risk, taking that choice, taking that jump is going to help you fulfill more of your destiny and dreams. Now, yes, it's scary because we don't know where we're going to land, but we have a general idea of where we're going to jump into. So remember that reflecting image coming back to you is telling you, hey, look at the bigger picture and all the pieces. You've also forgotten about this one little tiny piece. So when I look over your whole reading and I look up what I see here today, so I have to have my mouth. And I want to give you one last choice. I have the you have to decide if you want this card or not. This card is what I call the it's basically the what do I need to get past card or what will help me along my way card. If you should want it, I have that card, or I can pull a secondary card for a specific question. But when I look over your whole reading, it really is basically saying, hey, you're in control of this journey. Don't forget to stop and take in that energy that you need right now. Be accepting of all parts of yourself because there might be that small puzzle piece that's missing that you need to add back into yourself because it's essential to who you are. You can do that by opening that door that you are scared to open and finally come out of the I don't want to say come out of the closet, but come out of the trunk now to kind of say, I don't mean if that hits home for you today, that hits home to you for today, but it's all about opening the door and finally finding out what's inside that journey. You do that by taking some time to take really careful decision making choices, but you got to eventually you got to turn around and make a decision of which path you're going to go down. And then you have to remember it's all about you and what you're showing the world and showing it by those images and reflections that you're showing. Now, do you want your last card here that tells you a little bit about what you need to do in order for you to move forward? Or are you okay with the reading I've given so far? Let's see a card. Okay. So what you need to work on or what you need to do the most is you need to stop fighting with yourself. Okay, this is all about fighting with oneself. You've picked up the blade, both of you, your subconscious and your conscious mind, have both picked up the blade and you're fighting for dominance. Well, the fight has been going on long enough. It's time to either put down the swords and accept the other person for who they are so they can accept you for who you are. You no longer need to fight with yourself. It's time to start talking about what we can do to move forward. Battle is all about saying the battle is over now. It is time to accept those things within myself that aren't even the prettiest parts of me. So you see here, this card shaped like an all-seeing eye because you know the truth. You know that you love yourself for completely for who you are. This is saying you're battling with yourself about something. It's maybe time to put down the sword and hug that other part of yourself and say, hey, man, we've been fighting way too long. I'm tired of fighting. Let's get back to it and start hugging oneself and stop battling with each other and start learning how we can fight in a different way. So that makes a lot of sense with your reading, basically. That is it for you. If you have any other questions, you'll have to pop on here a different time and get some different answers. But you see that hopefully that helps you decide some things today. But I just want you to go live the best life ever. So no matter what I tell you here today, guys, remember the future is always in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go live today as if it was your best day ever and continue to do that until you see it for the truth. Because I'm telling you, it works. Just decided one day I was going to be happy. So this is what it takes for me to be happy. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, be happy. And then I did it. And I keep doing it every day. And I decided to go do fun things like this every day. I spend 2 hours of my day with you guys every day giving free tarot readings. So if you want to find some way to support me or shout me out to one of your channels, shout me out to and follow, like, subscribe any of my social media channels. You're very welcome. You know, that's how you can repay me. You can go to my YouTube. I'm going to put this in the link here, right here. Okay, so if you guys want to find out more about me, you can go to my link tree or you can go right here on the bottom where it says Unknown Prophet. That's where you can drop a review for anything that I've done. Please review me on that to let people know that they can come here and get a reading every day from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And sometimes I do go longer depending on how many people want a reading. But we just go with the flow here. It's nice chill chat. Put on the nice pretty music sometimes. Right now, because I am starting to get tired and stuff like that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 14, 16. So we're gonna raid her. Well, guys, you know what? I'm gonna go raid one of my friends here real quick. So I want to say thank you all very much for being here. Join me tomorrow at 7 p.m., 7 a.m., sorry, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. I do go longer if I have a better turnout for people. So just let me know if you want a reading in the chat sometime. Please come back tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow. So on the way out, I just want to say thank you one more time to my person I'm going to rate. She's an awesome streamer. Her name is Annie, the gaming MP, but she's Annie like anything goes kind of a thing. She's an awesome person.